Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out Rockstar by Otto. Alright, so we're diving into some more Otto today, and I can kind of tell that we're going to be stepping into a rock genre of some sort with Otto, hence the name. And so I'm not sure what to expect with this. Hopefully we get like some catchy guitar licks, things like that. I expect Otto to, impress just as much as she always does, be a chameleon, and just her voice just fits everything. Like that's kind of like her major talent, is that she just fits with everything. So, but I am curious to see if she throws any curveballs in terms of like how she approaches her phrasing and things like that, to see how she's going to adapt to this sort of genre. So I guess we'll just go ahead and dive on into it. But before we do, guys, feel free to check out my memberships. They're only $1, and you get early access to videos like these and also some anime reactions. So let's go ahead and check this out. Okay, so we're going with a riff. Okay, so very rock infused. A little grungy too. Little bluesy too, actually. Slight grunge tone with some blues licks. She's giving it 11 out of 10 with her voice here. I already have thoughts on this instrumentally. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Kind of reminds me of Daft Punk, this riff right here. Okay. A little bit different. Didn't expect an acoustic. Okay, so I already have thoughts. This is probably my least favorite Auto song so far has nothing to do with what she's done with the song. Because like I said, she's giving 11 out of 10. She's doing what she does best. I think my biggest issue with this is the guitar riff in general. Like it's very straightforward. It's kind of plain, if you ask me. And like it would have been okay if maybe they had only done it for maybe like one verse, but the fact that they went right back into it and then just kind of kept going. Now luckily they added, you know, some other things like some bridges and things like that, some transitions. We went into an acoustic where we then changed the progression from there. That was actually nice. It needed that 100%, but like the first two verses, it kind of surprises me because typically her music instrumentally is actually quite complex, and here it was pretty. This is probably the least complex song, and not that songs have to be complex, but if you're going to keep it simple, it needs to have something going on. And I kind of feel like instrumentally, like the verse was a bit boring, and I hate to say that. I don't think I've ever really said anything like negative about anything quite like that before, and I'm surprised to even say it on an Auto song of all things, you know. And then yeah, they had some leads and stuff like that. They threw in some blues stuff to, you know, they did do things, but when it came to the overall progression with the verses, it was just very straightforward. And honestly, I think this could be a slight bias with me, in that I think the rock genre can be boring at times because of this exact reason. Sometimes bands will write guitar riffs that I think are a little boring or straightforward, or something that's like, you know, I hate to like use myself as a comparison, but like if I feel like I could have written that like in 2 seconds, then it needs more time to cook. Like it needs to be in the oven a bit more. It needs to, you need to think a little harder on like where to take it. Or at least if we're going to start this simple, we really need to take off somewhere a little quicker. So yeah, I would say, unfortunately, I think this one is probably my least favorite. You know, don't hurt me. We can all disagree on songs and stuff like that, and not, have to rip each other apart. Yeah, but still, I love Otto. She has plenty of songs I think are absolutely amazing, and she's a phenomenal singer. Maybe because like I have my bar for her kind of high, because I expect, to be just blown away. And also instrumentally, there's just a lot of stuff she's done in the past where I'm just like, I can't even approach that. I can't even approach the level of musicianship that she has, not only with her, but like the teams that she works with to make these productions. And here I'm kind of like, I think I could probably do that. So, well, let's go ahead and explore it and see, maybe I'll see something else in it and be like, oh, never mind, there's something more in there. And then we go back into it for a whole other couple verses. This is a Daft Punk riff for sure. See, and this is nice. This change is nice. Yeah, so I mean, like they could have done a whole lot more with that. I feel like it's just very bare bones. There's a lot of negative space kind of left there. Maybe just to make sure that Otto has plenty of space to do whatever she needs to do, and she did. I mean, she did everything she could with that song to like fill that in and like take it new places and all of that. It's just like the foundation of the song itself, I think, is kind of the issue for me, is that it's just there, and it's not, I don't know. It's just, it wasn't super inspiring for me. But what do I know? I'm just some dude, right? So, but all right, guys, yeah, let me know what you thought of the song. Maybe there's some of you that kind of see it too. Maybe there's some others that where this song absolutely does it for them. And it's cool if it is. We don't all have to like the same things. I don't think you're, less of a fan or more of a fan one way or another. I think it's fine. But okay, this is not going to stop me from listening to more Otto, and I'm sure she's got plenty more stuff where I would absolutely love it and be over the moon with it. So we're just going to keep on digging for more Otto songs. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reaction, and I'll see you next time.